All right, we are back at Black Talon Tactical. We stopped by these guys last year. I have one of their triggers in my AR. If you guys saw that video, you'll remember it. But they got some new stuff that's coming out for this upcoming year. So Mason, show us what you guys got.
We have actually nothing. We don't have anything. No. So we started doing some work with the Sig MCX series. Then we're also actually going to be doing some work with the MPX triggers. The original trigger that came in this was a 2-stage trigger. I think the first wall was probably like 3-4 pounds, and then the one after was about 4.5-5 pounds, somewhere in there, but kind of gave like an overall feel of probably that felt like 6 to 7 pounds. What we did is we took one of our kind of like our AR triggers, and well, we created one for this. It's actually the same pattern, but it requires a different hammer, and we do fixed ones as well as adjustable ones. And triggers are going to be, the bottom of the pull weight is about 3 pounds.
Okay.
And then maximum will be about 6.5. So, like with all of our other triggers, you have a very, very small window of movement. There's that. And then if you can see a little bit there, there's your reset. The trigger for the MCX would be $190. And those are ready to order if people want to buy them.
They're up right now?
Yep.
Is it just a complete drop-in unit?
Yep, complete drop-in unit. Looks literally just like our other drop-in triggers, which go figure I don't have one sitting out right now. But yeah, just a drop-in. And then you don't use our anti-walk pins. You use the factory Sig ones.
Okay.
Because the way that they're lower, you actually can't get them in. So once you tighten the set screws down in the back, the pins will not come out.
So it has some set screws that go down into the bottom of the receiver?
Yep, just like in the other AR trigger.
Okay, cool. And the trigger that I'm most excited about is the Hellion trigger that they're going to be doing here in the next few months, right?
Yep.
So probably end of the first quarter, start of quarter two?
Yep.
Okay, let's check that one out.
Yeah. Of the Bullpups, they're probably the best Bullpup trigger, which is still not that great. But you know, your regular pull is about 16.5 millimeters. So you got your whole first stage there, and you're just going. There's your break. Then your reset is about 6 millimeters or 6.5 millimeters, a quarter inch. There you're at. Then the pull of it is about 7.5, 8 pounds, somewhere. It's in there, give or take.
Few ounces.
Whichever tool you're using. And for ours, what we did, your total travel now is 4 millimeters. Your reset is about 2.25 millimeters. And you're right back on it. And right now the pull force is about 4.5 to 4.8 ounces. I mean, it depends every time that you're testing it. And this next week, we got some new springs we just got made. So we're hopefully going to be able to get it to about 3.25 pounds.
Okay. Are these going to be adjustable or no?
No, these will be fixed.
Okay.
The VHS product has seen it fit. This is damn near impossible. I mean, I guess one company did make a slight adjustment in the trigger pack, but from the way that we're doing it, it really will not have any adjustment.
Okay.
So it'll also be like a 2-stage process. So the way that we have done it is we had to do some reworking here on the inside of the trigger where it attaches to the bar. And then there's a trigger pack that we had to work with as well. So it'll either be send your trigger pack to us and we service your trigger pack, you get it back, and it will still have this initial little play in the trigger. But it will then, after that, it'll still be 4 millimeters of travel.
Okay.
So you'll have that first initial play, the 2-stage type of deal, and then you're on it. And then if you want all of that gone, you will have to send the gun in to us. And that'll be, including shipping, it'll be about $350.
Total for the whole package?
Yep.
Okay.
So for the trigger pack, shipping to and from, and the service would be about $200.
What do you think the turnaround time on getting that done is going to be?
Well, honestly, probably a week. maybe less.
Okay.
I mean, it also depends on how many we get in.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't take that long. And it's not to say that people probably couldn't do the working on the in here, like working around in here, but it is challenging, time consuming, and to those who might not know where this shim goes or how this piece of metal goes in there, you can make a video, but it's time consuming.
Gotcha.
Like this is actually more time consuming than the trigger pack.
Okay.
So we anticipate that it might be a mixed bunch.
Yeah. But there's nothing like this on the market now, you know?
Nothing.
This is going to be pretty hot, I think.
I think so too. And then, we talked to Springfield earlier, and they're actually very interested in it. And they were also pretty amazed that we were able to do what we did. And then we're talking with them and hopefully getting some actual trigger packs from them, so we can have a bunch that are already pre-made and done. So as you send yours in, then we can just send one out, so it cuts down on turnaround.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people really like that aspect of it. They can just purchase it, throw it in themselves, and then if they want the extra done, they can send in their gun.
And from what I was told over at Springfield, they're still selling. Springfield themselves is selling 300 to 500 of these a week still. Like the gun, in their initial phase, they were selling thousands of them. So the gun still has demand, and that's for the U.S. market. So I don't know what it is internationally. So this platform will be here for a while.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty great platform. Like I told you the other day, I like it. I bought it personally for myself, and then worked with Dave, and we wanted to make the trigger better.
Nice.
Took a little while, but we got there.
Yeah. You guys are also going to start offering some actual lower receivers as well, right? For the AR?
Yep, doing lowers, and then we also, I guess you could say, a full gun as well. So ARs are kind of all the same in the sense, but I guess what makes ours different is A, you get our trigger with it, but B, we're having it done right off the bat, so you have the cutout in the bottom, so you can adjust it from any which way you poundage you want to right off the bat, instead of those who don't want to mill it or themselves or send it in to have it milled. And we partner with Ballistic Advantage for doing uppers, slight little different variances in the barrels, but it's almost like a government profile barrel.
Okay.
Doing adjustable gas blocks. And then we're partnered doing some stuff with MPI and Toolcraft for nickel boron bolt carriers. And it's a 100% American-made gun for under $1,500. And then lowers ranging, complete lower, don't remember correct off the top of my head, but they're like $480 to $550, somewhere in there, depending on Cerakoting. And then we could do just a lower with the trigger, and those are couple hundred bucks.
And when are these going to be available?
These are available right now. You can go on the website and you can order them. And then if people also want, they can, till the middle of February, can register on the website to win a gun. So you should register.
I should. Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Can't have too many of those.
No, you cannot.
Okay. Well, Mason, I appreciate you taking the time, man.
Thanks a lot, Brian.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Good.